to Let's Play Let It Die. So we're finally ready to take on the final boss, Taro Gonkanyama, the gunship Sumo on floor 40 Futagi. Before we head out, make sure, very important, have rage when you enter the fight, or you'll be absolutely screwed for phase 2. Next, make sure to consume a life shroom or a golden life shroom, because that's always helpful. And yeah, let's get going. I've already gone over my preparation phase in either the last part of this video or the last video. So refer to that if you're curious about my thoughts on the pre-fight prep. We're using tier 3 upgraded gear for the most part, although the sword is tier 4 upgraded and the spike crusher is tier 4 equivalent damage. I was going to use the murderer's hockey stick, but that's not an option because apparently I slacked on upgrading that, and it's only at tier 3. You can defeat the boss with tier 3 weapons, though, well, yeah, you can defeat the boss with tier 3 weapons, though certain tier 4 weapons are available in upgrades without costing purple medals or resources you don't have access to or may not have access to at this point. The Dragon Buster Sword is one of them. As you can see, Ultra Pure Iron, Candle Wolf Red, Reversal Metal, Silver Skill Shroom, pretty decently easy to obtain, I'd say. Not sure about the Murderer's Hockey Stick, but I got a feeling that one also showed up before we got Battle to the Top. Not 100% sure on that one though. But yeah. Whatever. So we'll be confirming something that I'd like to know myself, and I'm not 100% sure on which weapon they will put us up against. Now the Spike Crusher and the Fire Sword, they both have the same horizontal sweeping attack, so the easiest way to combat it is by dipping in and out into the attack range of the enemy. It can be where we'll be fighting in. Unfortunately, it's not the ideal weapon to go up against. That's why I prefer the hockey stick. But it's kind of difficult to upgrade and annoying to upgrade, and it really only starts getting useful at the beginning of tier 4. So I don't know if everyone has access to that weapon, but you should have relatively easy access to the Dragon Buster Sword S or the White Steel melee weapon. So before we even go in, I should mention, don't use any buffs now. They will run out before they will become useful. And this attempt is going to fail, I'm going to say in advance, because I'm going to be showing off the boss's attacks, talking about things, and yeah, this is not going to be a kill attempt. We're not going for the kill. Next one, we'll be going for the kill attempts, and I'll be wearing white steel gear in the next one. I'm just wearing the tier 3 gear right now, out of curiosity. Just thinking about if there's anything else I should mention, even before starting the fight. Yeah, I think one of the most dangerous parts in this fight, and the fact that you're never guaranteed to survive. There's always a good chance of you dying. Doesn't matter if you're overpowered, if you're tier 2 uncapped fighter, it doesn't matter, because at one point during the fight, the most deadly part of the fight is, so the fight has 4 phases. The first 2 you're going up against, wait, has it go 4? It might have 5. It might have 5 phases. Yeah, the first 3 phases you're going up against an enemy hater. picked at random. First time he'll be naked, and you just punch up to death. The next time they'll be equipped with your weapon. The time after that they'll equipped no weapons but wearing your armor. That's actually one of the easier phases. After that you'll be going up against a red Cohen. What is it? Grade... I don't know what grade Cohen, but he should be as difficult as the Cohen you fight in floor 34 Nitanda. I don't think he's much more difficult than that. Maybe a smidgen more difficult, but not sure. It's hard to gauge. After that, you'll be going up against the boss proper. So I'm not going to be showing those off. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to make sure I can capture the entire end game cutscene sequence. I'll probably have to chop the episode up into 2 bits, stick them together later, just so I can start a new recording as I really go for the kill attempt. Just capture all the footage. Yeah, it's inside baseball, not important. Okay, let's go for it. And I'll be interested to see what weapon we're going to go up against. I'm guessing it'll be the Spy Crusher.
Are you some kind of a pro gamer? Much respect. Word up, buddy. You're coming up on your final challenge. Apparently, you can't equip anything from this point forward. I'll hold on to your items for you in the meantime. Go on. Don't be shy. Come on. Take off your equipment.
I don't swing that way, dude. No, yes, no, yes. Cha 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 cha. He's dancing, look. I don't remember what the default is, but yeah. Give him your gear. He will take good care of it.
Don't worry, I'll give everything back later. Good luck.
And you can already skip this part. Here we are, the arena. Interacting with this button starts the fight. You can kind of collect your thoughts and gather your nerves before starting. After pressing this button, this platform will raise into the air, and at that point it will no longer be safe to walk outside of this little circular platform. Coming close to the platform, arms are sticking out, which will knock you back and deal damage to you. I don't know if you could see them, if they're visible. Nah, I can't really tell. I wonder if it's the holes in the little roof thingy there that shoot off the mortars. But mortars will be fired and they'll be aimed at you, and they're very difficult to dodge. You'll probably get hit by them. So yeah, just being outside of the ring is very bad. Your first instinct, if you get knocked out of the ring, is to get the hell back in there as soon as possible. And you could survive. You can survive getting knocked out if you're quick on your feet. But it's a quick way to a loss. Actually, it's one of the easier ways of getting defeated in this. Okay, let's start. Skipping the cutscene. And we'll just let this one play out, because it gets you an opportunity to see what we're going up against. He approves. Alright. Don't knock us out. Oh, it's an actual hunter. So you can actually use 1 point of rage. You could keep your rage to all use in the next phase, but honestly, I'll show off what happens if we knock them out. We shouldn't defeat them with a rage punch, so we will just knock them out. The arms are ignoring him. I guess he's not close enough. But the mortars wrecking face. Oof. You can actually go out here and pick up the rewards, the resources they drop. Once you've defeated your target, the outside of the ring becomes safe, which is a weird thing, but it becomes a safe zone. I don't know if it's infinitely timed that you can stay here, But if you really want to just chill for a second and collect your thoughts before the next part, you can just stay out the ring during this phase. So the next enemy we're going up against is going to be wielding one of our weapons. It's going to be having a horizontal forward cone sweep radius. So the best bet is to bait out one swing and try and get in there very quickly, get our rage punch ready and try and knock them out the arena without them killing us. If we take a hit, we may survive because we've got Living on the Edge. That's why we've got Living on the Edge. It can be useful for this particular part of this fight. Let's have a look. Oh god, you've got both of my weapons. Didn't expect that to happen. Oh, I missed him. Oh jeez. Ooh. Didn't expect that to happen. We died a little early, and to save everyone time, I'm actually going to use a death metal here. But ideally you wouldn't want to be spending death metals on this fight. It doesn't have to be a death metal sponge that I died with. The mistake I made there was I didn't lock onto the target when I used Rage Punch. Really? Are you gonna do me dirty like this? Okay, so you Rage Punch down. The Torchkoi arms push them out, and the mortars attack them further. Wow, we're lucky they didn't return into the ring. So now you have a chance of picking up your weapons, both, equipping them, and yeah. Now the next challenge is you with just your armor. Pretty easy challenge. You often one-shot this phase. Wait. Okay. Now they give you the time to quickly equip your armor. Just press up and X to equip all of that stuff. The next challenge, you have to try and defeat him before he's fully prepared, getting out the bodies and talking, well, I'm screaming at you like he's going to bring out both bodies. If you have decent upgraded weapons, there should be no issue. Now they should give you enough time to rest here and collect your wits before going into the next phase. All of your items are stored into the silver chest here. You open the silver chest, death bag item set. Now when I equip my weapons, and this is just a detail, I made sure to equip the weapons in the same slots as they were when interacting with Uncle Death before entering the fight. What happens if you equip them in another slot? Let's say we enter the fight with all 6 weapons equipped in a different weapon slot. Well, if I would equip my Spike Crusher in slot number 2 here instead of slot number 1 while walking into the fight, equipping it on slot number 1, the weapon equipped in slot number 2 would probably just not be equipped, and you don't want to be trying to equip things mid-fight. So it's just something to keep an eye on when equipping your stuff, to put it in the right arm that you started the fight off with. Well, that's mainly an issue if you have many weapons equipped for this fight. I don't think it's a good idea to bring many different weapons, because it's only going to confuse you, as it is me. But yeah, once we pick up all of our stuff, the proper fight will begin. And he installs himself on U10 body, which is a theme with the end bosses, the main bosses, but they actually use the mid-boss core and their own severed heads. Wow, so high-tech battleship. And now we have the opportunity to quickly, or not, quickly eat something very strong. We got invincible, using attack power increase. I may be overdoing it. I want to see how much damage I can do in one hit against him. What are you gonna do? The mortar attacks lead you by a little bit, so you can bait him into shooting in one direction, and then mid-jump you can stop, or you can change direction. The tail swipe is the same as U10. What else have you got, eh? The forward lunge, I'm not sure if that's very dangerous. I know some of his lunge attacks will impale you, and when you get impaled, he'll throw you to the edge of the arena, and it doesn't necessarily do that much damage, but he can easily combo it into something else. Okay, 4 mortar shots. That'll follow your direction and lead you a bit. As you can see, I'm not taking a lot of damage, and all I'm wearing is tier 3 plus 3 on average gear, I guess. So as long as you've got your gear upgraded to tier 3 plus 3, you'll at least be doing, you won't be like dying in one hit. I've seen people die in one hit. By the way, this is apparently arena-wide ground area of effect. No, looks like this sprinting attack does not impale you. It must be the other one that does. So yeah, you'll want to see that coming and jump over it. His weak spots, he's more weak in his head than the tail. Yes, it's probably the sprinting attack that doesn't have the blue glow in it. This one, yeah, there it is, the impale. Whee! And here he goes, comboing it into a circle. Some decals which will help you rolling away, maybe, what's it called? Gymnast, professional gymnast. To reduce cost of rolls will help you avoid certain attacks. Most attacks you would probably want to sprint for, though. No, that one was easily dodged. Once he messes you, he keeps going with that sprint for a while. You'll usually, he won't be able to course correct perfectly, and he'll be circling around you for most of that. Well, apparently dodging really gets you out of jam for that attack pretty effectively. What's next? I'd like to see him use his ice attack. I haven't seen it yet. You what, mate? The boring tail swipe again.
Keep fighting,
And that tail sweep, that's a decent range on it. I'll watch out for that.
You look delicious.
Oh, wow, looks like dodging is relatively effective to get out of the way of that.
This is a fight to
Oh.
the death.
I'm not great at avoiding that. I just realized I've got a lot of heal items that I'm not using.
You look delicious.
Might as well use one. Not rare. Whoa, that was a weird one. You can attack the tail. The stomp is very deadly. Actually, it does quite a bit of damage. You'll definitely want to avoid that whenever possible. Dude, not giving him much time, but I'm not timing my heals effectively. Now would be a good time to heal, because he's really floored after that attack.
You look delicious.
Okay, that's another U10 move. The impale. The impale, I don't remember if that was a deadly attack or not. After a certain amount of damage, he'll be seriously weakened, and will give you a good opportunity to get some extra hits in on him. I don't know if it's a weak state, and if he takes more damage or not. There.
You must be quite good sumo.
Oh, there you go. The last one I dodged properly. That's what you want to do. You want to sprint in a certain direction, and after he shoots, change your direction so it doesn't hit you, because he leads you. Buddy. As you can see, this attack can, for the most part, be avoided by dodging it initially, and then he will, like, want to keep an eye on him though. Looks like he's got new moves. Oh, this is the one. Oh, it's not the one. Ah, shit. Worst case scenario, he got me stuck in the corner. Nope, this is the one.
No mercy.
Ow. Oh shit, it remains. He shoots icicle pools on the floor all over the arena, and you can't really avoid it very much. If you do avoid it, the pools will remain and you can still get stuck in them. Buddy? Yeah, I'm not following his movements properly, but I am apparently avoiding it. The attack. Are you gonna... Oh, damn. I didn't time it properly. I don't know, I wish I could say how to dodge the mortar. You've got to lead him like that, kind of. See, it's a tough attack to deal with. Oof. I'm now taking quite a lot of damage because my gear is degrading. I'm just taking hits. Oh wow, that's weird. Cool. I got hit by it and knocked down. That's actually apparently the safest thing to happen. Anyway, when you do get hit by the icicle attack thing, you apparently have to wiggle the left analog stick to get out of it. What are you up to?
No more dog meat.
Dog meat?
You bastard.
Oh, might as well eat a rat and carry on for a little longer. Boom.
Bad fighter.
Oh, yeah, speak for yourself.
Bad fight.
What's he gonna do? See, that's what you'd want to do with the mortar. That was properly performed. And here we fell completely. Where were you aiming at? Absolutely failing here. But as you can see, the floor 40 fight actually has a very forgiving... Dude. The floor 40 fight is actually quite forgiving. I do value death medals over kill coins, so I'm just gonna choose the no here and spend 250k. It's an incredibly forgiving fight. With a fully healthy armor, you can take a very generous... It's really nothing to be afraid of. Especially the boss fight himself is nothing to fear. Maybe you could be worried about the phases leading up to that, especially the phase where you have to go against your own weapon, because that's very much a deadly scenario. Very much a dangerous moment. Alright, so we're gonna recover our fighter. Which one? Are they both on Haratsuka? How is that possible? We'll see. Anyway, I'll recover our fighter back and prepare for the killing attempts. I probably will be using white steel body just because it's, you know, the aesthetics are just better with us wearing a proper set of armor instead of like a mixed matched abomination. So yeah, I will be using that. But I've showed off, like, even with tier 3, I think my legs were tier 3 plus 4, my chest were tier 3 plus 2, and the hat was tier 3 plus 3. So on average my gear there was tier 3 plus 3. If you're anywhere in the tier 3 plus 3 plus 4 upgraded range, you've got more than enough tankiness to survive the fight. Unless you're playing on a lower grade fighter for some reason. Don't know why you'd want to do that. Okay, pick up some kill coins. Go for the low numbers. What else? 50k, 60k. Yeah. Damn, I should have went for a 70k. I'm 2,000 away. You know what, I'm just gonna... I think I'll sell a beast. It'll be annoying if I had to sacrifice another 50k for this recovery. So I'm gonna sell a beast. Hopefully I have a golden bird or a lizard or something.
Welcome back.
Let's have a look at the consumables. Oh, there it is. Cool. Turtles will do. Yep, that'll do.
anytime.
Alright, let's go recover. Pick up the gear I'm going to be using. And then I guess the next episode will be taking him on properly, showing off the end game cutscenes and etc. Kill coin salvage, please. You're spending 3 death medals for the death medal salvage. You do get a decent amount of kill coins for defeating the hater on floor 40, but I wonder if it's worth it. I guess it's a combined farm. It's kind of like you're farming milk red and kill coins at the same time. Our gear took an absolute beating for that fight, but yeah, we got hit by many things trying to show off his moves. I'm not 100% adept at dodging all of his attacks, but they can be dodged. They're quite technical though. Like the mortar that needs leading. Oh. Okay. Come on. So white steel. I'm not going to bring both weapons for this one because it's going to be tough to predict what hand they're going to use against me. So I think I'm just going to go with the spike crusher, remaining in the theme of white steel. I'm going to keep these. I'm going to take out a couple of attack shrooms and some healing shrooms. And that'll do. Where are they? The half portions. There they are. Half portion snail. We'll take out the regular grilled crush room and grilled transprongus, why not? Ideally You'd want a slow mungus, but they're pretty rare. We're running low on time. Yeah, so I'll see you either in the next episode or the next bit. We'll be right at the boss, and we'll be seeing the cutscenes and everything. See ya then.